Yeah. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. John here in the studio. Studio 10-4 weekly update. Wednesday, May the 25th. It's the last one for May, guys. Just like that, man. Burned through another month on the new year, 2022. And, man, it's wrapping up fast, I'll tell you. A lot of good stuff going on, though, especially around our area. It's that time of year. Hey, what's going on, Sean? Uh, we got rodeo coming up here in Folsom, California. That is Folsom Pro Rodeo. We do a 3-night rodeo thing here every year that's been really cool. Been involved in it for a long time now, for 10 plus years, and it's a good time, man. It's a good time. If you're around this area, July 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, come on in and check out the rodeo. It starts at 6 p.m. and it runs till 10 o'clock at night. And then we have a bar, a saloon on site that goes till midnight from 10 p.m. until 12 a.m. Dave Cooper, what's going on, man? What have you missed? Been a month. Yeah, you missed a bunch, man. A lot of guests on the show, a lot of show weekend show wraps and upcoming show talk, different things that are happening, and plenty of all that we're going to get back into again today. I want to thank, first of all, our sponsors for today's show. Of course, Evan Stagger and Evans Detail and Polishing. Time to shine. When it's time to shine, go shineon.com. Go check them out. Some of the greatest shine products out there available. And one of the nicest guys in the business, too. So if you guys, and I don't know anybody that probably hasn't met Evan that's not in the industry and at the shows, if you guys have not talked to Evan, get out there and talk to him, man. Couldn't meet a nicer guy, a more helpful guy when it comes to getting your rig in shape and cleaned up and keeping it that way. So check it out. Go shineon.com. Also want to thank Pittsburgh Power for jumping in, of course. They have a product called Max Milage. That is a fuel catalyst that you add to your fuel every time you put fuel in the tank. Idea, of course, is to keep that engine of yours running clean and optimum mileage, which, man, do we need that more than ever right now. JC, what's happening, man? How the hell are you? Miss seeing you, buddy. I wish you came out to the West Coast every now and then. I hope you come out for Trucking for Kids. That would really be cool. TW, what's up, man? Joe Wilson, how you doing? Charles, evening to you. Good to have you on the show. And anybody else? Dale Bocaleone. Hey, Dale, what's going on, man? Saw Dale this weekend up there at Frenchy's in Red Bluff. Had a great weekend at the Frenchy's second annual truck jamboree. Great weather, just all around, just a nice place to hang out for the weekend. I didn't make it Friday, but I was out there all day Saturday and Saturday night. And I'm going to share with you guys tonight here on the show. I'm going to bring back our drone shots that we did. If you haven't seen that, we've got it over there on Facebook, on our Facebook page. Check it out. We did daytime and 2 nighttime drone shots, and these are live streams that we did from the show, and they came out pretty cool. I'm going to start getting in there and editing them and do some other things with them. But, the live opportunity, never seen anybody do that ever. So I'm going to say we did it first at Studio 10-4. We gave you the live drone footage, and at night, man, nothing cooler than that. Our pilot, Tim Sieben, also did a really cool entry into the fairgrounds, and he took you right through the main gate where we all drove through to come in, and a lot of the guys, of course, that were in the trucks parked and were able to get all set up. We did the same route coming in. Tim Jordan, hey man, from Virginia, good to have you on there. Jessica, thanks for coming in. It was lots of fun. Austin, what's going on, man? Yeah, good to have you in here, buddy. Francisville, and I just got some stupid alert on here that just blocked that out. So Francisville, Indiana, what's going on? Bella Jones, new to the show, I think. Miss you more. Who are you missing, Bella? Hi, guys. Anyway, I don't know Bella, but welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Wanted to have our current cover trucker on, and Tom just, he's a busy guy. So if you guys haven't seen the current cover truck, of course, for May 2022, I don't know why you wouldn't have by now. Hey, Bubba, what's going on, man? Good to have you. By the way, this wasn't the only show going on uh, in town last weekend, I want to say. In fact, I'll bring that up because I want to make sure I get it right. And that was the Shine in the Pines, Southern Pines Regional Park in Dublin, Georgia. So that was also last weekend. One of our West Coast guys was out there, man, and the Diesel Addict kind of caught up with him, and she had a chat, did a little photo session, I think, and just kind of hung around for each other for a little while. And yeah, Stephanie Haas and Jake Bast, cover trucker here on 10-4. We're out there in Georgia. So Jake, we missed you, buddy, at the show. Wished it could have been possible to do both, but never happened. So anyway, back to the current cover trucker, and that's Big Tom right here, Big T and his T680. I'm going to bring that back up. We're going to go ahead and go through and take a look at the trucks. Tim, you watched? Awesome, man. Well, that's the whole idea. Pete Henderson, what's going on, buddy? You've got Peter over there on YouTube. By the way, we're streaming today to our YouTube channel. If you guys haven't gone over to YouTube yet, please do that. Check it out and follow us on YouTube. And there may be some stuff different going on over there than there will be anywhere else, and I'm going to try to focus on doing that. It is a better resolution over there than it is anywhere else. They are a little higher quality on the production side, at least for now. So we'll just let them have that, and check it out. Get over there and follow us. Dave McKinney, what's happening, brother? Yeah, the Lowe's show. That was the Lowe's Syndrome show in Hamilton, Alabama. We need to have a little show report, man. I would love to get everybody that, like David, if you were there at that Hamilton show, tell me, man, I'll have you. If you can come on the show right now, I'll send you the link to the show, and you can jump in here and give us a show report. I'd love for that to happen. In fact, let me do this, and I will send you the link, Dave. You know what? It's not doing it. Not letting me. So give me a second, guys. I want to send our buddy David McKinney over here our link. And I'm pretty sure I got them in there. David. Dave, send me your email because I'm not seeing it right here. It's not popping up the way I want it to. And I'd like to be able to do this. I'd like to be able to send this over there to you, man. So let's stop doing that and send it to your phone. Yeah, the problem is I got to get the link from my desktop over to the phone. So that's where the problem is. I can email won't go to your phone. Anyways, let me know. Jacob, what's going on, man? Good to have you on there. He does great interviews there at the show this weekend at Frenchy's. The guys that were there, I'll tell you what, it's a great opportunity to talk about this for a minute, and then we'll get back over to the cover truck stuff that I wanted to talk about. Jacob just got home. Yeah, man. Well, you had a long haul, buddy. So, you know what? There's a lot of talent out there at this weekend's show, and all the other shows too, as well. I'm sure. It's now I've got Dave's email. Let me get that in here. I don't know why I didn't have that in there before, man. Dave McWine. That's a different one. At least it's not AOL. You never know, man. I still get a lot of guys that tell me they're at AOL, whoever, whatever at AOL. Pretty funny. So, Dave, here's the link, man. I'm linking it over to you right now. And if you click on that and you're in a good spot and you want to do it, I'll bring you into the show. Anyway, top-notch guys, great people at all shows. I'm just going to say that straight up. Uh, I was so disappointed when I read some of the crap that I saw uh, on Sunday or Monday when I started reading some of the posts the guys were sharing and stuff. You know what? How can you have anything bad to say about guys in the industry that try to take it to another level? Um, I really don't get that. So, uh, I've been there. I know for myself where I come from and a lot of these guys come from and what they're doing. And listen, you know what? To me, it's no different than anybody else out there in any other sport. And it's a sport. Truck showing is a sport to me. It can be something that's very competitive. It's very fun. It's a very solid group of people. It's almost a fraternity. People you meet in the truck show circuits, these are guys that you will probably bring in and consider family for the rest of your life. Anytime you see each other, it's going to be like seeing your long lost brother if you haven't seen each other in a long time. Um, Relationships and networking that you just don't have the opportunity to do otherwise. Okay, that's what's cool about this. There's guys in here that I've met that are in the show right now that I'll tell you what, you guys are that next generation for me of guys that I've now considered my close friends and my trucking family and show family and much respect to all of you guys. Um, there's no room for people in here coming in and saying, that there's anything negative about it. I'm sorry, there's just not. And if that's the deal, if you feel like you've got something that you just don't like about it, go away, go somewhere else, man. Go do something else that makes you happy. Go somewhere where you can make yourself satisfied in whatever it is that you do, because this isn't the place for you. There's too many good people doing too many good things for too many people that need help. Just like last weekend, just like last weekend at the show that we were at here in California, for a gentleman that was a big time giver and guy that was loved by many and still is, that had an unfortunate circumstance, an unfortunate accident happen, and it paralyzed him. Eddie, good to have you on here, buddy. Good to have you. Thank you. Yeah, I will stay cool. You too. Um, the show was about supporting him and his family and helping them to make their lives better and enrich them and give them a way to help offset a lot of costs that need help offsetting, and a good time for all, for everybody that came out that gave. I mean, look, guys spend thousands of dollars to bring multiple trucks out to a show. And in some cases, hell, I don't know, at this point, depending on how far you come, you might spend $1,000 just to come out and get back to where you got to go. So there's good people out here doing good things. You guys that were there this weekend and at all the other shows out there for the same reasons, you guys are doing everything the right way. I just can't believe for a minute that people have negative anything to say about anybody, and I certainly don't. Yeah, I don't have any time for them other than to say what I'm saying now. And you know what I really really loved about what happened after that guy posted what he posted is that you guys policed it, man. You handled it. You handled your business. And I just wanted out there to be said that John and everybody from 10-4 supports you guys, and we're on board. Um, One more thing I want to say before I bring Dave McKinney in is that we do everything we can on our side, on our part, to be able to help out and get out and talk to all you guys, everybody at the shows. Doesn't always happen. We don't always get the opportunity to talk with everybody. And if I don't and I miss you, hey, it's not disrespect. It's just simply there wasn't enough hours or minutes in the day to get out there and get you. I know who everybody is, and trust me, I try to get out there and get everybody I can. Uh, there's some guys that came out to the show a long ways to be where they were this weekend. Jacob, yeah, 2,973 miles and $2,800 in fuel. Does that give you a little more time in front of the camera? Maybe. There's going to be other guys that'll be at other shows here coming up that you guys probably won't be at, or at least in the next one that I'm going to be at. I'll catch up with you other guys, and trust me, I'll give you your love and your deserve. So just hang with me and accept my apology, and know we'll be there to cover you and take care of you. We want you all to get some time on the camera and in front of what we do to talk to everybody out there and share what it is that you do and why you're here and why we're all there together. So, yeah, Bubba, goes without saying, brother. I love you and all you guys, man. You guys do great. I just can't say enough good things about you. So, whatever the naysayers are, whoever they are, whatever they are, like I said, if this ain't for you, then it ain't for you, man. Move on down the road, bro. Grab a gear, smash the pedal. We'll see you. Okay. And God be with you and have a good day. That's it. All right. That's it, man. Enough rant over. Dave, what's going on, bud?
Hey, John, how's it going, man?
It is going. It is going. You know what? It can't be any better. We're finally into that 100-degree weather out here, and I'll say it because everybody says it's dry heat, but you know what? It's still freaking 100 degrees out, and I don't want to go out in it.
That's the thing I can say bad about that show Saturday that we were at is it was cooking, man. My melon is fried. It started peeling yesterday, and it was so dead gum hot. It was
Yeah,
on there, but that was a good turnout. It was a good time, but the
good
weather.
deal.
Well, I'll tell you the weather. We were all down there, and we were going to come back. And Troy Huddleston was with us, and stuff like that. So it's only about 75 miles from my house. So you got to go. And so we've got a swimming pool in the backyard, and so we were down there. And we cooked all day long, and
Uh-huh.
it was all we could do. We just wanted to go home and get some pizza and drink beer and go swimming. Well, about 10 miles from the house, the bottom fell out of it, and it rained it was just crazy rain. So by the time we got home, we'd went from cooking all day to freezing our tails off because we were soaking wet. And we didn't.
Bubba's got a comment for you.
Really, no love for a brother, huh?
So that's how it is, right? Well, tell us about the show you were at and what it was like. I mean, what was the quality of the company? Who all was out there with you?
Well, there was not a lot of big heavy hitters there. There was Deal and myself and the Roadworks truck. Troy Huddleston and Emily were there. That happy the Maximum Overdrive truck was there
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
from the movie.
Oh, yeah, the looks like a jester that
Yeah,
uh
the
yep, yep.
Happy
Yeah.
Tails truck. It was there. Wayne Hollingsworth had that 379 Pete with the two sleepers on it. It was there. There was some really cool local trucks. Not a great big truck show, but there were some very nice trucks there. There was a guy there that had a V8, had a model Kenworth, had a V8 Cat in it. And John, I've been a long time, and I
Was
never
that
seen.
that black one, the guy from Missouri?
I don't know where he was from, but it's a black and red A model, and he's got a V8 Cat in there, and that the motor in that truck, it looks like it was factory brand new. There, it's not an overpaint or anything like that. The motor, the V8 Cat in that truck was absolutely pristine. I couldn't find a flaw on that motor nowhere. It looked brand new. It
All
looked like
white.
straight out of the factory.
All white?
No, it was yellow.
Oh, it was yellow.
It was
Okay, then
all yellow.
it wasn't the guy out of Missouri then.
Nope,
I
it was
can't
all
remember his name.
yellow, and they had put everything brand new on that. They had put all new hoses and like hookups on it. It was very pristine. It was really, even for myself, was really something to see. I'm sure the younger guys, I don't know if they appreciate it or not, but I've never seen a V8 cat that nice in a truck.
Well, here's the thing I'm wondering that eventually we're gonna all have to figure out, and um, it has to do with, okay, how many shows a year can we support, you know? And I'm looking at this big picture this year, man, and I get it. It's the first year we've been out under COVID without restrictions, and it's post-COVID. So anybody and everybody, it seems, that's wanted to put something together is putting their feet in the water, testing it, see what's going to happen. And I just we're getting spread out. We're getting spread pretty thin right now.
Well, we are. This was a second annual show. The guy's name that puts us on is Thomas Sullivan. His son has Lowe syndrome, and I hadn't done a lot of research to it, but I do know it affects the vision. And so he's got a T800 Kenworth, and it's got glasses all over it, and he's a super nice guy. And he asked Deal and I to come last year. Well, Deal went to Shine in the Pines, and I didn't go anywhere. And so Troy Huddleston called me and said, "Hey, we're doing that show, and I'm gonna stop by." So Troy was here for a day or two, and we went down there to the show. But I went with him. Dylan and I did. It's kind of a small town deal, but yeah, I get it. There's shows everywhere. The Super
Yep.
Rigs, it's messing up with the ATHS show.
Yep.
And so everybody's gonna be torn for that. We're going to go to the ATHS show just simply because that's where all my buddies are going to be at. And so
Well,
that's what.
and that's kind of what it is, right? I mean, you're probably everybody's in this same dilemma right now. We're all having to figure out where we're going to go and what we're going to do. And 10-4 is no different. Trust me, we sit there and we look at this, list of shows and try to see who can go where and make it make sense.
Right.
Yeah, I would love nothing more than to be at the Onaway show that's coming up in Michigan, the uphill truck drags, but it's just not, it's just not going to work for us this year. I'm hoping next year we can get out to it.
Well, I would love to go to that too because I've never seen the truck drags,
Right.
but it's spread thin. Right now we're so busy, everything's moving good right now. It's hard to get away, especially, and so I can get away for a day or two, but something like that's a 4 or 5 day trip, and so I try to schedule that out. What works for me, I wish I could just go willy nilly, but I just can't, So we're gonna probably do the ATHS show and Rantoul for sure. And after that, I don't know. It's kind of play it by ear where we're going to do or what, kind of depends on who invites us where or whatever.
Well, and the Onaway show, that's the next show up for the NAST guys. They've got, quite a show schedule that they put together this year. They're not running the drags. They're just going to be there. It's all part of the same location and same deal out there. But um, and our next show is going to be here in Merced, California. CG Sosa, the Sosa Memorial coming up
Right.
in June. We'll be out there for that. And I talked to CG this weekend, and he's planning a truck rodeo. So we're hoping that all can come together because I got some guys that I know in transfer business, the dump truck business, would
Right.
love to have that opportunity to be back out there doing a truck rodeo again and in their transfers. And then the hay guys, get them out there with their squeezes and flatbeds and doing their thing and showing people how it's done. So it could be a lot of fun. Going to be
Now,
hot.
are they going to do that at Trucking for Kids too, John? Do they do
Not
the
this year. Not this year. No, not this year. I'll tell you what. I'll talk to you about Trucking for Kids for a minute. So Trucking for Kids, our pre-registration, in case anybody hasn't seen that yet, I'm going to bring that up here real quick so y'all can see real fast what's going on. There it is. Look for that TFK right there, TFK Truck Show, and bring it up. Look for the pre-register your truck here. Click on it, and it'll take you to be able to pre-register. Now, honestly, I don't know where we're at in numbers right now, but there's the count: 105 days, 7 hours, 32 minutes, and 22 seconds from showtime. And pre-registration, it depends on how many we get on this thing. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get in the day before, but we're working on some details that might give us something to do the day before the show for everybody that doesn't get in on the pre-registration entry that's available, and that's only good for 50 trucks right now. So as we get closer, when more information becomes available, we'll certainly let you know all that. But back to the show itself, man, we got so much going on in on Sunday the 11th. We just didn't have time to put together a rodeo, and frankly, I don't think we're going to have the room for it right now. So we'll get through this year and look at everything again for 23 and get it all figured out. And if we can do a rodeo, I'd love to see us have that back down there too, because that was a tradition for years.
I would love to come and see the transfer races because, I grew up out there and you see all those transfer trucks, and that was
Yep.
what was cool when I was a kid.
Yep.
Those all polished out dumps, and those were the cool trucks, those transfer trucks. So I would love to see that. And Deal's been on me real hard about let's load and go to trucking for kids. Well, the hell of it is we're in the flatbed business. We make a lot of money going north and south. There ain't a whole lot of money to go east and west with a flatbed.
Right.
And so we've been kind of looking and stuff like that, maybe put something together. But Deal has been on me real hard about coming out there for that. And if y'all had transfer races, I'd be in like Flynn.
Well, I'll tell you, right now this is going to be truck drags and show and shine, and as much fun as we can possibly fit into one day, September 11th, 2022, and that's what we got going on. But like I said, we'll get together after this one, and as soon as we're done and we debrief on Monday, which is traditionally what we'll do, um, we'll start thinking about 23 and what we're going to be able to do with that and how it all looks. But I would love to see it happen again as well, and if that's what it takes to get you out here, man, I'll push a little harder to get them to do that, because I'd like to see that, and I'd love to see a lot of the big guys come out, that make it to a lot of the circuits and make it to a lot of the shows. That, honestly, I'd love to see that kind of come into play where we had not only a truck show circuit, which has been done. There's still that's still kind of going on a bit, but the truck drags, man, love to get truck drags going where, guys are, on a circuit going from place to place to place. And there was a group, NHRDA was doing that. I don't know if you ever heard of them or not, but
Yeah.
National Hot Rod Diesel Association. I've got a sticker over here in my studio from those guys when they were out here in Sacramento. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But they had regular guys that traveled the circuit that were running just like NHRA, But these were all diesel drags, and they weren't just trucks. There was plenty of cars that were diesel powered cars that were running the quarter and eighth mile here in
Right.
Sacramento.
That'd be cool.
So,
Be something to add to it. I've been
well,
trying to figure out how to, instead of doing a truck show circuit, we could do like a barbecue circuit.
oh, now
So
you're talking.
all the guys get together at somebody's house. We'll drink beer and cook out. We don't have to clean a truck because we all got
Now you're
a cool
talking,
truck.
man.
Hey, I don't even care how cool your truck is, but if you can smoke some barbecue, I'm coming.
Well, it's do you bowl? Are you a bowler?
No, sir.
Well, I used to be a bowler. I grew up and my dad was bowling. Billy Joe Burrell says he's in. I knew he'd be in. We used to say bowling's an excuse for drinking, and our drinking's an excuse for our bowling. So I think our barbecuing could be an excuse for our drinking, and our show trucking could be an excuse for our drinking and our barbecuing. So
Well, I'm tired of cleaning on a truck, but I'm a big boy. I like to eat.
I think we could probably wing it. And
Hey,
that's something we do usually every year too at Trucking for Kids. But so much had to come together for us to make everything happen. This was just part of it. We got through. We're going to get through what we've got in front of us. And again, like I said, in 23, we'll try to add more to it and make it bigger and better. Josh Foster, what's going on, buddy? Give me a call. And yeah, that is Mr. Josh Foster in the studio somewhere around here. There he is right there, buddy. Right
Josh,
on.
parts yet?
Ah, there you go, right? You won't answer the phone, but now I got you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
We're
he's
on
one of those
live,
guys he's one of
live,
them guys, the voicemail's full, it don't work, right?
right? Yeah.
Right?
I
Yeah.
called him the other day, and he didn't see it. He just seen, I guess he seen McKinney, and he said, "Well, this is the only McKinney I'll answer the phone for." And I started talking. He goes, "Oh, well, I thought this was Deal." So
Wrong
yeah,
McKinney.
wrong McKinney. Yeah. So Josh gives me no love.
Oh, brother. Well, Josh says he's sitting in an airport right now, so better him than us, right?
Right. That's right. So, but no, the Alabama show was a good turnout, John. There's
Good.
probably 77 trucks there, I guess. Um, there was a few. Um, I don't want to use this term. I hate to use a term like county fair trucks, but really guys that take pride in their truck, and I like that. I just soon see a guy that has got a work truck that's all polished out and clean and all that. And there was several of those trucks there, a few gliders. That was a good time. I mean, it was for a good cause. Um, we were all there. Tony Justice was there. The
Tony getting around now, man.
I tell you,
Was he in that dolled up motorhome of his or what?
he did bring the bus. Yeah,
Oh boy.
I didn't get to get near it, but he brought the bus.
You didn't get near it? Security wouldn't let you near it, huh?
He's a big superstar.
He is, man. He is.
But no, they had some good sponsors there. The bull snot people were there, um, and I don't have anything to do with that. But have you used any of that product?
Nope. And today's sponsor, Evans Detailing and Polishing, and the Go Shine On crew would probably say use theirs instead.
Well, both of them are good. It's been good to me for many years. So
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of good products out there. Listen, I mean, and just today, I'm looking on social media, and there's Brandon Carpenter gone and put himself into the truck repair, fabricating, custom truck building.
I heard about that. I talked to Gary Jones a couple weeks ago, and he said they had some stuff moving, and
Yep.
I'm real proud for them. I hope that turns out good for them.
Yep. I mean, this industry right now has gone into this super growth mode, expansion. Let's say expansion mode. There seems like there's more of everything right now going on than I think there ever has been.
Well, John, I think once you kind of get in this truck show family, everybody's got a helping hand.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you need something and you can't figure it out, or you don't know what you can. There's always somebody's a phone call away to help you out. And I think Gary and Brandon kind of put together some stuff on these trailer deals. I don't know the whole details of that, but there's such a good family here with this truck show deal that you have contacts all over, and people will help you with just about anything.
Well, I mean, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier, about how the truck show deal. I mean, it's to me, it's like a lot of other sports out there. And if you ever notice that, an NHRA event or a NASCAR event or any of these, and let's go smaller. Let's bring it down notches, to localized events, hyper local events that are going on. Guy gets knocked out and he can't make it back in. Well, he might have something that might help another guy out to get down the track and keep competing. These guys are in that kind of a mindset. That's where I just don't get these people throwing out any sort of negative jabs about how these people are in it for the Gary Joneses and start naming people off, man, that they're in it for themselves. They're not. Sorry, guys. You don't know these people if you think that. That's not what it's about at all. Trust me.
A funny story about Gary Jones. We were at a truck show someplace, and he goes, "Dave," he said, "my belt's squealing on my truck." Like, he said, really bad. And he said, "I don't want to start it up." He said, "It's embarrassing." Gary, I said, "I got some lithium grease in my truck." I said, "We'll put a squirt on it right
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
before you start it up. I said, I'll just slip over there. We'll raise the hood. Look, we're looking at the motor. I'll spray it right fast. When you start it up, it won't squeal. And he goes, you think that'll work? And I said, yeah, it'll work. So we did that, and he started it up, and it chirped right fast and stopped.
Yep.
And one time chirped, and he stopped. He goes, man, you saved my life. Well, that's what it's about. It's about, helping your friend out or helping your buddies out,
Yep. Hey,
So,
at the show in Louisville, y'all saw my cart, Carl the cart, right?
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the mobile studio setup. The the treads on those wheels, those are aluminum wheels on there. Well, they glued those treads on, at least tried to, and one of them kept coming off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was Jimmy Gansky, I think, that had a can of spray gasket adhesive or something, and we just took that thing apart, sprayed it up, put it back together, and you know what? That thing's working great right now. It's still fixed. So,
Well, I have leaned on several of my truck show family people when I've been in a bind, and they have leaned on me. So and that's just what it's about. And that's what I love about my truck show family. I'll just tell you.
yep. So what's up next for you, man? Where are you headed out to next?
We're going to do the ATHS show,
Okay.
Springfield.
Okay.
I are both going to go up. I think I'm going to take my blue flat top up. It's really not a show for part time. So I'm going to take the blue flat top, and Dale's going to take Lucille. And I'm probably just going to bobtail up, and I'm going to make him haul my pickup and golf cart.
There you
And
go.
I know for sure that we'll do Rantoul after that, and then just kind of wing it. Like I said, he's been on me hard about coming to Trucking for Kids just because he wants to truck out to California. And I said, son, we really ain't lost nothing out there. And he's like, I want to go. I want to go. And I said, once you get west of Amarillo, there's really nothing to look at. Oh, it'll be fine, Dad. Let's go. Let's go. And so we're going to try to come. We're going to try to make the trip out sometime this summer, if not for Trucking for Kids for sure.
Well, I hope you guys make it out here. Aunt Barb just dropped in here. Barb, what's going on? Glad to have you in there, and you be sure and say hello to your guy for us. I I live vicariously through his meals that he shares everywhere he drops in and eats. Dennis, when he shares a meal on Facebook that he's eating, it's not a one plate event, man. This dude's got like 4 plates of, here's eggs, there's bacon, there's hash browns, there's pancakes, biscuit and gravy. I mean, I'm telling you, and this guy, I don't know where it goes. I don't know. I don't know if he's like eating a few bites and feeding the homeless at the truck stop or what he's doing. But
Mm.
holy crap, man, that boy puts
You
it away.
Springfield, John?
What's that?
Are you coming to Springfield?
I am not. The next show for me is going to be the Souza Memorial, and then after that, it's going to be Trucking for Kids. I've got one more that we're looking at that I'm going to try to make, but we're going to see how that goes. I've got to make some calls and see if it's going to be possible to do it or not. But next year, are you coming out Reno? ATHS is going to be in Reno.
Well, I talked to Jason Alt about that yesterday. We were talking about that, and we Jason talked me into coming to Lexington, my first ATHS show, and that's kind of where I met Troy Huddleston was at that show, and I became very good friends with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
But the year it was in Reno, we took a day off and we went out to Lake Tahoe and went out to Carson City and we did a lot of stuff outside the show. So yes, we will probably come to Reno again because that day it was Connie and I and Jason and Deb and Dave, Friend and Jackie, and we had a extra long expedition, and we all just packed in it. We made a day trip around out through there, and probably one of the greatest, I don't want to say vacations, but it was a vacation day for sure.
Yeah.
And that was an awesome venue. So
Yes.
Jason told me yesterday that it was going to be in Reno. So I don't know that I struck out, but I'll damn sure come as a spectator.
Yeah, well, it's and that goes for everybody else watching too. You guys need to come out to Reno next year for the ATHS national show, and it's going to be big. The last time we were up there 2-3 years ago, whenever it was,
Yeah.
what a great show! What a just great spread. trucks everywhere. I mean, it was huge. It was just a huge, huge show. And I think that's one that everybody needs to get on their calendars and plan for. So that
And
and trucking for kids.
you're going to do that at Reno, be sure to get a golf cart reserved early because my old buddy, old pal Jason Alt said, "Oh, we'll just get one when we get there."
Yeah, no.
He liked to walk my fat butt to death. It is kind of spread out,
Yep.
and I will tell you, my legs were hurting at the end of the first day. So
Yeah.
get a golf cart early if you don't bring your own.
That's a rule to live by for most of these shows at this point. I'll tell you, it's truck show planning 101, place to stay and golf cart, 'cause you need both.
Well,
Yeah.
great place to stay at that truck show. I mean,
Yeah.
at the that was an awesome venue, probably one of the best venues I suppose that we've been to. Because it was
Grand
right.
Sierra Resort. Yep.
Yeah, I mean that was awesome, but it's so spread out. You definitely need a golf cart,
Yep.
and my buddy said, "No, we'll just get one when we get there."
Yeah.
Well, we'd have got one, we'd have had to steal it.
Yeah. That was the last show for our old buddy Eric Sieben. That was the last one Big E made.
Really,
And was he was out there for a couple of days of it, and then that was about all he could do, man. He ran out of gas, and but that was the last show Big E was at. We got some pictures of him there at that show. Well, listen, Dave, I'm gonna let you go, man. Thanks for jumping in and chatting us up about the show there in Alabama. Appreciate you sharing your fun and experience out there. We look forward to seeing you soon.
well, all right, buddy, be careful, take care.
You as well. Say hello to Dill, the family, Connie, everybody. Okay.
We'll do it, man. Y'all take
All
care.
right. Be good. Bye bye. Right on. Good. Love that. And from time to time, if you're in the if you're in the audience and you were at a show and I know that, or you just tell me that, and I'll bring you in, man. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about doing a little weekend wrap and see if you got anything good to share with us about the show and what you thought of it. So, meantime, back to our cover trucker. I hope you guys have taken the time to go in and check out Big Tom. There he is right there. And his beautiful 680. This truck it's a gorgeous piece of work. He's done a fine job on it. And of course, a little bit of help along the way from a lot of different folks to get it to where it's at. But he did real well with it and it came out looking good. And of course, it's on the cover of the May edition, which we right now are pretty much wrapping up. So that is why we're on here talking about his truck without him, and he couldn't make it. So, but I didn't want the truck to miss the opportunity to be on the show and have everybody get a look at it while we're here and able to talk about it. Um, just so many different details on this truck and things that were done, and the fact that it's an aero truck, what we call an aero truck. Um, hats off, man. Hats off. Another part of, what's happening. It's all part of the deal. It's all part of the change. There's a lot of these trucks out there, and I'll tell you, some of them are just damn awesome trucks. So, he did real well. Yeah, Josh, no doubt. Um, Excellent job on this truck. I mean, there's nothing that was left undone or too little. I think he did it just right all the way around, inside and out. Of course, KD Transport, who he signed on to. Bubba, you take care, brother. You take care of your family, and we'll see you soon somewhere along the way, man. Be safe, brother. Be safe. Yeah. And who else has one? Now, you guys will have to read the story to find out what that's all about. But I'll tell you, it's worth reading the story to find out all the little taglines on the truck and what they mean and why they're there. There you go, man. All shined up. Place for everything, and everything has its place, as they say. And we did that tail end Tuesday, or I think last week or week before last when it first came out. But good looking truck all the way around, man. Like that visor and the way it's lit up too. Big T embroidered right there on the seats. Looking good. loaded up and rolling. In fact, that's him today somewhere, probably trying to get offloaded again and loaded back up so we can keep the dollars rolling and keep the money coming. And if Tom becomes available somewhere along the lines, we'll try to pull him in. Ran into another one of our cover truck guys that wasn't able to make it in because he was sick, and that was, in fact, I'm gonna that was Gus, and if I'm not mistaken, Holstein that I ran into up there in Red Bluff, and I think that was last year. In fact, gosh, now I got myself thinking I gotta go back in here and have a look because I can't remember. I think that's his truck right there. Yeah, Gus Holstein, and that was he was cover in November. Gus was sick. We tried and tried and tried to connect, and unfortunately couldn't make it happen because he was sick with the flu or whatever he had going on, man. But yeah, ran into him up there at the hotel. And funny story too, man. I'll tell you. So Gus gets out of the SUV next to me. We were at the same hotel. This was Saturday night. We'd been at the show and we were all going in for the night. He gets out, and Gus is a big boy. I mean, I think Gus makes me look small. He's a big boy, and he had a buddy with him, and these guys, we had met in the parking lot, and I don't mean like, hey, how you doing? Met, shake hands. I mean like they were coming in, I was coming in, and we kind of had a who's gonna go thing, and I thought, man, I hope I don't piss these guys off, and then I end up parking, and we're right next to each other, and they get out, and I thought, oh boy, maybe I better wait till they go inside. Anyway, Gus goes, hey, nice to finally meet you. And I'm like, oh, well, this sounds better than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, uh, it turned out to be Gus, and we got to talking, and he gave me a great idea for the guys that haven't been able to make it. Hey, Adam, how you doing, man? Yeah, I bet you know that 680. Good to have you on the show, buddy. And Jacob, yeah, picks. You know what? We do a lot with pictures around here. We do, but seeing it in real life does make a big difference. Gus gave me a real good idea. The guys that haven't been able to make it to the show for whatever reason, we'll do kind of like a flashback show sometime, and bring the guys in like Gus and Tom and whoever else out there that I might have not been able to get in, and have them on the show, and we'll be able to spend some time with them, talk to them about their truck, and give them the love they are supposed to get for making it on the cover, man. Randolph Boswell, good evening, man. Dwight, Illinois. Adam 12. Okay. Um, help me out with that, buddy. Help me out. What does that mean? One Adam 12, one Adam 12. Anyway, show's coming up again. For me, I am going to be at the Souza Memorial, and that's coming up on June 24th, 25th, and 26th, and that's at the Merced County Fairgrounds in Merced, California. Any of the shows you guys want to check out or think you might, Chris, what's going on? Mr. Chris Galvin, that's a former CTR trucking driver right there. Good buddy. How you been, man? Good to have you on the show. Yeah, Chris used to drive for me back in the day. That's awesome. Good to have you on, Chris. And are you still driving that tanker that was on the cover of the 10-4 magazine? So, yeah, amazing how that worked out. See, you get to drive my stuff, and then look what happens. You go downtown and get yourself in a real fine truck and on the cover of 10-4 magazine with your boss's best ride. So good for you, man. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, I miss you too. And you know what? I remember down that area. I'm looking right now. This is funny. I'm gonna look and check my phone. Um, let's see if you're in here still, buddy. Uh, I don't see you. So yeah, send me your number, man. Mine's not changed. Mine's still the same. So Same as it was when I used to live down there, man. But you know what? I think when you were driving for me, we had the Nextels at that time back in the day, and that's probably why I don't have your number, because I think we had the Nextels in play back then. But anyway, upcoming shows, there's a bunch of them, just like Dave McKinney was talking about. ATHS is coming up. That's going to be at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield, Illinois. And that's June 9th and 11th. Great Lakes Pride and Shine, June 3rd and 4th. This weekend, the Great Lakes Big Rig Challenge. Man, I would love nothing more to be at that show. Hey, if anybody's heading up there, you guys let me know. Eric Villette, what's going on? Good job to you, my friend, by the way. Good job this weekend. You and your team put together a good show up in Red Bluff. Frenchy's second annual truck jamboree will certainly be just that, the second annual, with the third on the horizon, I'm sure. So great job, man. And you know what? Whoever you bribed for the weather, man, pay them double, because that was worth it. Yeah, I bet you're tired. It's a lot of work doing a show. We got ours coming up. We know all about it. Yeah, if anybody out there going to be at the Onaway Speedway and there for the Great Lakes Big Rig Challenge, that NAST show that's going to be going on, love to have you on the show following week, man, and talk to you on Wednesday about how the show was and experiences. If you got pictures, video, any of that, I will absolutely put you in play, and we'll look it up here on the show and check it out. So you guys don't hesitate. If you know somebody, or if you are somebody, get a hold of me. Sunflower Classic, the original Monster Stack Shootout, that's coming up in Venturi. That's the Dynaflex show that's coming up on the 17th, 18th, and 19th. Ohio Vintage Truck Reunion, Southern Idaho Truck Show, Dirty Business Truck Show. So leading all the way up to June 24th, 5th, and 6th, and that's going to be the Souza Memorial. And that's the next one that I'll be at, and all of us at Team 10-4 are going to be out there at that one. All the West Coast team, anyways, will be out there, and we will have the Trucking for Kids truck, the Godfather Magini Peterbilt will be out there as well, pulling our Trucking for Kids trailer. They got that 53-foot van that we have out there for Frenchies. We'll have that out again, and the 10-4 drone. By the way, if you did not see the drone footage that we shot, let's just go there and let's just have a little look-see. I'm going to bring that up. Come on, baby.
All right, good evening, everybody. John here with Studio 10.
Where do we go? There we go.
Live here from Frenchy's second annual
I'm going to bring it up and let you guys have a look at
California. We're coming to you live, and we're airborne with the Studio 10-4 magazine drone. Going to be airborne. Going to bring you a complete live drone shot of the entire show, brought to you by Dickerson Custom Trucks. Appreciate them for being along and making it possible for us to do this tonight. Going to bring you some great drone shots, so just sit back and enjoy the show there. Hold her there for a minute, Tim, and let everybody kind of get in and get a few more viewers on there, and we'll make our way through.
You guys want to go in and check this out, just go to our Facebook page. It's all posted up there.
That looks good. Man, there is just nothing but light. And I want everybody to do me a big, huge favor if you can. You guys that are watching, be sure and share this with your friends and let everybody know what's going on. You're watching Studio 10-4 live right now from Frenchy's second annual Truck Jamboree.
Nothing but awesomeness.
This is our first nighttime drone flight over any truck show anywhere. In fact, from my knowledge, I'd have to say this is the only live drone footage ever shot anywhere during a truck show. And we're proud to bring it to you guys, and we're super happy that Dickerson Custom Trucks was able to make it all happen with us here tonight. Great shots there. We got our pilot, Mr. Tim Sieben, on the joysticks over here. Are you having some joy, Tim?
All right. You guys get the idea. If you want to go and you want to check any of that out, that footage, again, that's all available on our Facebook page. Just go to the 10-4 Magazine Facebook page right there and bring it on up. There's the video that we were just watching, the stream we were just watching, which is actually this one. This would be the second and final stream of the night. That was me driving around and walking around some of the trucks there on the show. Guys, go ahead and check that out, and all the other live streams for the entire weekend. We did have one more. This one's really cool. Tim actually started us out here where We started
All right,
across
everybody.
the street,
John with Studio 104 Magazine
literally
here at
across the
Frenchy's
street
second
from the
annual Truck
fairgrounds.
Jamboree in Red Bluff, California. And we have a live, the Studio 104 Magazine drone is live and in the air right now. We're taking you through.
So go in there, you guys take your time, take a look, appreciate it. Hey, Eric, there was some hacker that got onto our streams and was trying to promote everybody. He put a link up, and it was some link going to another secondary site. I don't know if you saw that or not, but anyway, I deleted all that and banned him. So watch out for stuff like that, guys. If it doesn't have our brand on it, if it's not 10-4, that's not us. So make sure you get only the real deal, the genuine article, and that is Studio 104 and 104 Magazine. There's nothing else out there that we're allowing represent or restream anything we're doing. So yeah, we kicked him out. I got rid of him yesterday or Sunday, I can't remember now, Monday maybe. But just got to watch it. There's a lot of junk out there. Be careful. All right, y'all, listen. Got you an hour in. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Everybody out there that tuned into the show. Miss Julia, just making it in. Hi, honey. How are you? Good to have you on the show. And I'll give you a call after I get done here. I gotta actually take off. I've got another event locally that I got to be at in half an hour. So I'm headed out to take care of business here in Folsom, California. If you guys are in town or going to be in town July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, you got the Folsom Pro Rodeo coming up. Love to have some of my buddies from the trucking world. Check it out, man. Nothing wrong with a good rodeo, and we have a lot of fun. And it's a nighttime show. Not only is it rodeo, but we have a lot of other fun stuff that goes on. We kind of call it a showdeo, but it's a rodeo, and it is sanctioned. It is PRCA sanctioned, and these guys are here. They're riding for points and they're riding for money. So thanks you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Be looking for the next edition of 104 Magazine. The June 2022 edition will be out shortly. Of course, you'll see it first right here on 104magazine.com. If you have any information or anything you need that has to do with 104 Magazine or Trucking for Kids, get on over to our website and be sure and check out the newest addition to our website, which is the TFK Truck Show tab. And that's where you can get pre-registered for Trucking for Kids 2022 coming up. And it is the 41st annual Trucking for Kids show and drags. And that is September 11th. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. Take care. Until then, keep the shiny side up. Stay cool this weekend. We got a little bit of heat coming. It's a holiday weekend. I don't know if that's going to mean anything for a lot of us or not. If you guys are able to and you're able to barbecue, share it with me. I'd love to see it. Put it up on your Facebook. If we're not friends, we'll reach out and let's be friends, man. I definitely want to connect with you, and make sure you guys have gotten onto our Facebook page, the 104 Magazine Facebook page, and you're liking that page, following it, and also Instagram and YouTube. Check it out. Let's start using Twitter a little bit. Okay. So, guys, check that out. And don't forget, we got TikTok too. And I got some of these videos that we shot up at Red Bluff. They're going to go into our TikTok, and we'll get that rocking and rolling too. Till the next time, guys, next week, keep the shiny side up. We'll see ya.